Today has been so transformative for me. A couple hours ago, I was sitting in front of my camera and I was, thinking of what I wanted to say, what I wanted to speak on. And I just felt a lot of emotional energy running through me. So I kind of just tossed creating a video or whatever to the side, and I just started journaling. And what I was feeling when I was journaling was just like a lot of emotional energy moving inside of me. And then I was like, I was sad, but then I was angry. And part of me was like, don't lean into that. Like, you're like, just keep crying, like, be sad. But then I was like, but I feel angry. Like, I feel like there's a suppressed anger that wants to come up and out of me. And so I kept journaling, letting it all happen naturally. And then there was a moment where I just took off my rings, sat them down, took off my glasses, sat them down, pulled off 2 pillows from my bed, put them in front of me, and I just went ham. And I was screaming into the pillows and crying into the pillows and punching the pillows, saying what I needed to say, yelling in the pillows. I was expressing and releasing my anger. And at a point it became rage because I felt this primal part of me come up. I felt this like beast inside of me come up. And I never met this beast before. I've expressed anger out of myself before, and I've let it come through, but it never came through like as strong or in the look that it came in today. That bitch was a beast, bro. It was a fucking beast. And I may or may not post a video, because I did record a little bit of it. I may or may not post a video. But it was like so primal, because then I almost started like growling and like, "Arr, arr," like, and I kept doing that. And I was just letting out whatever sounds needed to come out. And then I started shaking, and then I started like doing it more. And I started saying like, back the up, like F you, like I started being like what people would consider crazy or like wild. I started being that. And that was at that point sacred rage, and I felt it because it felt beastly. It felt powerful. It felt strong. It felt convicted. It felt hurt. And in that, I was also crying, because you know how it's like when you're like in those movies where you see somebody like punching someone and like, I hate you, and they're so mad, but then they start crying because they're so mad, because they're so in the emotion of anger. But anger is also sadness, so it was a mix of that for me. It was anger and growling and yelling and screaming and punching and all of that. But then it was also crying and sadness and integration. And then it was also like God and my spirit family were there. And like I was there, my higher self was there, my lower self was there, my past selves were there. And then after, I felt this sense of ego death. I felt this sense of empty space. I felt this sense of liberation. A really distinct difference that I did not ever feel after expressing my anger. And then I was like, I want to dance. So I put on Boss Bitch by Doja Cat, and I put on Don't Call Me Angel by Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, and Lana Del Rey. And I danced, and I just reclaimed my shit. And then I sat down again to integrate that, and I cried again, and I talked again, and I cried, and I sat with it all, and I just let it simmer and let myself like be in that, even though I didn't really feel like myself, because I've never experienced this beast of me before. I'd never seen that of me before. I'd never let that out before. I'd never witnessed that before. I'd never felt it like that before. So it was a very strong experience. And then after that, I showered. and I wash my hair. And I set intentions for the water to like release me, to empower me. You know, all types of reinvigorating, rejuvenating, rebirthing intentions. And I wash my hair, I cleanse my skin. Not only did I wash with a washcloth, but then I like use my scrubber to like scrub my skin. As I'm scrubbing my skin, as I'm washing my skin, I'm doing it slowly. I'm literally speaking life into me. I'm like, I am shedding my skin. This is me shedding my skin. Like as the water hits me, like everything intentional, bro. And I got out the shower and then I put on these clothes, which is funny because when I woke up today, I originally picked out this hoodie with these sweatpants that I'm wearing now, but I didn't actually end up wearing that. I was like, no, actually I'm gonna wear something else. And I put on shorts and a shirt. I instinctively probably knew that I was going to be showering and wanting to change into something cozy after an experience like that, which is probably why I didn't actually wear this at the start of the day and I actually ended up wearing it now, because I low-key probably knew, like something in me already knew, you know? So that even sparked my interest. Like I'm very instinctual as a person. Like everything I do is instinctual. Like even if I don't realize it, like everything has a place, everything has an alignment, everything makes sense, everything is as it's meant to be, even if we don't understand or like we're like, oh well, like, because not only like the outfit was literally sitting on my bed waiting for me because I was going to wear it today, but I was like no, and then I went through this whole process I didn't know I was going to go through, and then I ended up wearing it. So I showered, then I cried more, released more, I did a prayer, I spoke to God, I played some music, I played Love. Well, I played that actually like during it, like after, during the integration, I played Love by Musiq Soulchild, and then I played, after the shower, and I was integrating, I played Rain by the Sunday Choir, and then I played, If I Ruled the World by If I Ruled the World, I can't think of his name. What's his name? I don't know, but you know if you know. So yeah, and then after that I blow dried my hair, straightened it, got dressed, and went outside, had some water. Mind you, I was drinking water the whole way through the process, and I just feel very different, but it hasn't fully settled. So I just feel like I'm still acclimating, you know. Obviously I'm still integrating, I'm still realizing, but I met Sacred Rage today. And I don't regret it. And even after all that, seeing myself in a form I did not know I could exist in or embody, I still love me. I'm still going to love me. God still loves me. God still chooses me. I am still lovable. Even in our rage, even in our undesirable, fearful, scary, dark emotions, we are lovable and we are worthy.